Welcome, welcome to the Cardinal Adventures Quest for the Frozen Flame actual play. Unfortunately, we have one player having to sit out due to some family emergencies. So, with that, in the previous episode, past the funny number, our party was besieged or raided upon by the Burning Mammoth while attempting to finish up and conduct the ceremony of the Green Moon, which is the spring equinox. And in the middle of that ceremony, after Pacano had a little bit of a hissy fit after not being named a Mammoth Lord and being disappointed, a raid of the Burning Mammoth raided the gathering of the Broken Tusk. I'm just going to do a quick head count here. I believe it was 11 members. 10 were lost, and Grandfather Iowa knocked unconscious and almost dying in that encounter. And at the end, Whippa giving birth to triplets in the middle of battle. Quite the event indeed. But with that, that's where we're going to go ahead and pick up, is the aftermath of this encounter. All right, as the screams have come down to a low roar, as you can still hear people mourning and crying as they begin to mourn over their fallen, and Grandfather Iowa quickly taken away to a safer location as you guys begin to make your way back to the camp. Go ahead and move you guys back to there, and I'll go ahead and brighten things up in terms of the day. So, the following morning slowly comes, and it could not come faster, as everyone's taking account for the belongings of others, and trying to, again, sleep through the night, because most people are having a hard time even doing that. The following morning, I would like Ardina to make a perception check. Or actually, no, this is during the night. As you sleep, make a perception check as you sleep.
Ooh, well, that's an 8. So that would be an 11.
A whole 11. Okay. As you are sleeping before the morning comes, you hear and feel a stomping of hooves heavier than most of the animals you've ever encountered in your life. As you feel like something is rushing towards you and stampeding towards you.
Definitely wake up and get up quick.
As you get up, it's about 2 a.m. as you wake up in a somewhat cold sweat. Like, you aren't drenched, but you wake up in a somewhat cold sweat. What kind, like, where would you store, would you have your bones in like a little pouch, or like would they just be on like draped over your staff, or?
I'd have the more important ones on my clothing, hanging from my belt. Some of the minor ones in pouches, but definitely his most important would be hanging on chest pieces, on his armor, and off his belt.
Okay, you feel like most of the bones on your like chest garment are like your raiment, I guess I would call it. You hear them start to like kind of like they kind of vibrate and like clatter amongst one another. What would you do?
Feeling like he's getting something from the ancestors. He has one necklace in particular that is a breastplate from an ancestor. He would grab it, and a nervous habit of his, rubbing his thumb across it as he would look around, looking for a sign that he feels is trying to be given to him.
And as you do, which ancestor is it that gave you that chest piece? Do you recall?
Great-grandfather.
Great-grandfather. As you look off to your right, you see a body. You see like mostly a ghostly, like it's a ghost figure. But basically everything except the head is just kind of like blurred. Like, it doesn't really have like a fully figured form. But you see the head of your grandfather as he looks over and gives you kind of like a sideways smile. Sent your friend.
Hearing that, he would definitely look towards the sound of the rumbling on the ground, curious what his ancestors would send his way.
He says, well, go on. Look outside.
He'd go ahead and look outside.
And as you look back to see your grandfather, it seems that his visitation was only temporary. But as you look out of the tent, you see a twin-horned woolly rhino. A rhino covered in wool, or like basically a thick fur. And it even, the picture we have has barding, but your woolly rhino does not have barding at this time.
Yet.
Yet. Yeah, I would say yet. You can pretty much craft anything.
Yeah.
Yet. And he is large and in charge. He's a big boy. As he makes his way over to you. Breaker, as you can feel instead of it speaking like you're your grandfather's necklace speaking to you, you can almost feel the word breaker in your mind. Like you almost innately know the name of the creature as it approaches you.
Like every branch he steps on is the sound of a breaking bone rather than wood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
As the creature is about 150 feet away from camp, do you approach it? Like I said, because most people are sleeping at this time.
Yeah, fair. He'd go to it rather than it accidentally step on someone. We have enough dead.
We have enough dead right now. Please don't add to that.
What's one more?
Yeah, exactly.
One more.
It was already past the funny number, Ardina. What are you doing?
Definitely walking out to it. He would have a good pace, and as he got closer, he would slow down a little bit, and the hand not rubbing the necklace, he would have stretched out towards it in a neutral manner. Hoping that Ardina doesn't have the same issue that Niall does and get his eyes pecked out by a rhino.
Yeah, it'd be very painful pecking from a rhino. As it slowly approaches you, it kind of gives you, you see the cold air come out of its nostrils. And go ahead and make me a nature check. Or another check if you can give me a decent reasoning. Because I know wisdom checks are not your forte.
No, they are not. However, occulting or hunting lore.
I'll allow hunting.
Well, still not great.
I can't save you from low rolls. I can only give you a better chance. That's all I can do.
It's definitely better. It's a 13.
Yeah,
so
13's fine.
It's
You're
better.
You sure about Ardina not getting pecked out?
As it'll approach you, and it takes you about, I'd say probably a solid 3 minutes before it slowly feels comfortable enough to approach you, and like you have to be patient, but it finally seems to take interest in you.
Yeah, he'd reach out, and as he's petting it, silently thanking his ancestors, he would look to it and say, "Breaker is your name, and together many burning mammoths will be broken."
And it and it just kind of does the forward head nod thing that horses and other large-sized creatures like that do.
And I could honestly see Ardina being like, "Wait, I've got a bone for this," and picking out like a bone that works as a comb and just starts like combing its woolly fur.
And you can tell it's traveled from what you could tell probably pretty far away, probably not native to this area. Yeah, well, it's native to this region of the world.
Yeah,
But you can tell it probably abandoned the others it was with just to come over here to you. Because most of its fur, you can tell, hasn't probably been kempt in days.
Yeah, he'd start brushing it and talking to it, saying things like, now you're part of our herd. Together, keep each other safe, keep each other fed, and anything that tries to stop that, well, we'll make sure they can't hurt anybody else.
As it appreciates the love and the combing.
I guess the only, Ardina doesn't have any feed for an animal like this, but he'd probably just keep taking care of it. And when Niall wakes up, he definitely talk to Niall about it, since he's more nature bound. If he knows if the rhino needs anything in particular.
Mm-hmm. And as you're getting acclimated with your new rhino, you see Siren approach. He stays like a solid 30 feet back, just because he's not really sure about that. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take a walk." He goes, "Don't worry, I'll be back before nightfall tomorrow." He goes, "I got some things on my mind."
Of course, I understand. Last night was difficult.
He goes, "Tell the others I'll be safe."
I will.
As Siren goes for his nightcap. And with that, Niall, give me a perception check.
Okay.
As you're resting, as you feel, perhaps.
13.
13, I'll accept it. You can choose to wake up to the feeling of a new animal being added to the herd. As like I would say, from like a druidic perspective, you would probably have like a sense of the energy of your herd, and so you're feeling some sort of new energy coming into that circle.
Mm-hmm. You feel something large and in charge, just
yes, absolutely,
seemingly getting too close for comfort for him personally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can feel the presence of our new companion. So as you exit your tent, in the distance, about probably 80 feet or so, you can see Ardina and her his friend Breaker.
Niall would seize up a little bit, seeing Ardina with unexpected.
Are you mounted on it at this time, or are you just combing it?
I think he'd still be combing it. He'd probably wait a little bit to mount, make sure that he's fed. I mean, he just had a long travel. I mean,
sure.
It sucked to get off a plane to go see family from out of town. The first thing you do is, hey, so we got some chores for you.
Yeah, There's some things you need to do.
Yeah.
Wow,
Exactly.
cool.
I feel like you're reliving times we visit my family.
What's that? What do I want to do? Power wash your house after getting off a plane? Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
roots.
Oh, yeah, it's brutal.
Sorry about that. Now, go ahead.
Yeah, you'd see him be quite surprised that the twin hood woolly rhino with Ardina far off in the distance, but he'd kind of see how close he was and walk up tentatively. And as soon as he's maybe 30 feet or so, he'd ask out, "You made a new friend?"
Indeed. Breaker is his name.
Right.
My ancestors sent him to help us in these dark times.
Well, he certainly looks like he could live up to the name.
Oh, I plan to put the name to the test when next we meet the burning mammoths.
Of course. I'm sure it'll make good use of that. Have you cared for an animal of this size before?
I've helped with some of the herding for our tribe, but none of this animal.
Well, I'd be more than happy to try to help you get him settled in now, see whatever he needs.
I would greatly appreciate. The last thing I wish to do is to burden him further.
Okay.
Make a nature check for me now.
And the first dice to go into the dice jail.
We're not panicking at all.
It is.
Nature's pretty good, so it might not be that bad. It's a 12.
That's fine. Like I say, a basic check was like 8. As long as you didn't roll like a 3 or something, you'd be fine.
I did roll a 3. My nature is just good.
as no, I mean like I was saying your nature's good, and that's what got you through it. So you can assist in terms of like knowing what you would be able to explain to Ardina. Unlike most animals of this size, the rhino prefers this diet and blah blah blah. So you're able to communicate that to Ardina effectively, knowing that you're going to tell him the right information. So
he would definitely pass all of that on. He'd still be pretty tense being around a big animal.
Sure, because other animals haven't pummeled you recently. So.
No.
So with that, like I said, you can wake up a hard germ if you'd like.
Sure.
Because I say probably by now it's probably about 4 or 5 in the morning, not too much later than you guys are used to waking up, just because you guys are of the primitive variety.
Mm-hmm. After giving a little bit of information to Ardina, he'd go back and check out Hard Germ, how they're doing.
I just imagine pulling Hard Germ out of the ground like a mandrake.
I just plotted it.
I just see a pigment branch with a leaf.
Yeah. There's Hard Germ.
Good morning.
You would potentially rouse them and say, "Morning's here. How are you doing?"
What time?
A little before sunrise.
Why am I awake?
Ardina has a new friend, I believe he might like you to get acquainted with.
You kind of see them grimace for a second, like, oh god, Ardina has a friend. What is it?
Mm-hmm.
What in the hell could that be?
Okay.
And he'd walk with them back out.
And not even a few seconds later, especially with the sun about to come up, I'm not sure if you guys have heard of BMNT, before morning nautical twilight. Basically, the reason you can see before the sun rises is because the sun is reflecting the light off of the ocean.
Oh.
That's actually why you can see in the morning. So
I didn't know that was the name for it.
Wow.
before morning nautical twilight.
Very cool.
BMNT. Hooray for sailing. Like that. Even though the sun hasn't risen yet, you can still have enough light to see this massive rhino, especially added with probably the torchlight around. You can see the massive mammoth. Or the massive, woolly mammoth.
Woolly rhino.
Woolly
Rhino.
rhino. Sorry, woolly rhino. Mammoth tusk, mammoth lords, mammoth this. Sorry.
And now we have a rhino.
I know, right?
Woolly mammoth, woolly rhino.
Throwing it all up.
Nah.
Hard Germ would definitely see that, and without any hesitation, would definitely just run up.
Now would be
Trying to
after
hug it, or
them.
what you trying to do?
Running up just to look at it, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
now,
okay.
now would keep pace to make sure they're not about to charge it or something weird.
Challenge it to a wrestling
Yes.
match.
Yeah, you won't. You won't.
Hard Germ would definitely run up and probably look at Ardina for a second and then look at it. Poke its leg.
It's furry.
I see Ardina seeing her come over, looking at Breaker and saying, "I know she looks like food, but she's not." I said not.
None of us are food. We'll find Breaker the right food, and I'm sure Breaker doesn't want to.
As a hard germ, make a reflex save, hard germ.
Oh,
14.
14. Let me.
Even when I roll bad, it's okay.
tonight's roll's not great.
That's a fail. As you feel the side of the one of the horns nudge you about 6 inches off to the side as it nudges you back. Yeah.
Just a little skid mark on the ground.
Yeah. You're like, whoa. As you can feel the weight of the woolly rhino push you to the side, as Niall puts out, basically can explain that's how the rhino pokes. That's how Breaker pokes. So be nice.
Oh.
Be nice.
Should go back up to its leg and, pet it.
Yeah. You go up with her, show her kind of a nice way of just presenting yourself to it so you're not threatening.
Okay. As it acknowledges it and kind of gives you a nod. So do you want to explain that? Do you relate to the group that Siren's not going to be around for a while?
Yeah, he let him know that Siren said he's going to go on a little walkabout, but he'll show up before tomorrow night. Probably needed to, clear his head a little bit.
No doubt after last night, it was a hard night for everyone, I think. Right now, I think it'd be better for us to stay together, but I can respect his choice.
With his skills, he can easily survive.
All right. And with that, as Letsu, like, oh, yes, you're all awake. Good. Then Grandfather Iowa wishes to see. Oh, where's Siren?
On a walkabout.
Alrighty. Grandfather Iowa wishes to see the three of you then, please. Should you be able to make the time?
Yeah, of course. Can we know what this is about?
Best not to discuss in public.
Of course.
Why?
I'm sure it's a sensitive matter, maybe related to what we all just went through. So let's go meet him as soon as possible.
You are like watching as Hardrum's following and is like literally trying to think about what just happened that everybody would not want to talk about.
Did we all not just suffer a near-death experience?
I'm like, wait, what? 8 intelligence, everybody.
Welcome to 8 intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
You see mourners on the way. Like basically, there's mourners on the outside of the tent, kind of forming like an aisle for you guys to walk past them before you make way into the tent. And they all say as you pass, "By Fandara's blood you were born, into Blood Mother's womb you must return." And Argakoa, the song singer, is by Iwa's side, repeating the chant quietly as you guys enter Grandfather Iwa's tent. She lowers her voice so Iwa can speak. "Young tusks," whispers the dying man, his deeply lined face and wavering voice so brittle and ancient. "It's time I told you the rest of the legend of the primordial flame. I have already told song singer Argakoa. Her mind is like soft wood. She carves my ramblings into stories so she can help you on your quest." He takes a deep, ragged breath. "When I am gone." Argakoa gently places her strong hand on Iwa's shoulder. The old man tells his tale in halting gasps. "My mother, Sidke, she and the others, the ones who would become the first broken tusks, they took the flame back to the Red Cat Cave. East of here, they hid it inside, under the protection of a noble beast named Siarstek. Every year thereafter, we would go make sure it was safe. But it was not. A handful of winters later, it was gone. My mother saw it with her own eyes. The terrible, tormented spirit of Siarstik. The empty dais where the flame once rested. Siarstik's enraged spirit attacked her, and she fled with the other tusks. Since then, we had never returned." He lets out a sickening cough. "Go there. We do not know who took the flame, but Siarstik, angry as he is, might still remember. Calm his spirit and find that flame. We have waited far too long. It is time for us to use the primordial flame to reunite our two people and end this brutal tribal conflict." Exhausted from the effort, Iwa falls unconscious. His breathing ceases not too many moments later. Argakoa, puts her hand on his chest and then on his neck. Just doing your typical medical check. And she looks up to the three of you and slowly kind of nods her head. As you know, Grandfather Iowa was not only wounded in the battle, but unfortunately passed. As that one of the 4 Mammoth Lords is now gone.
Can we make sure she didn't roll a medical check like we have been today? She may have gotten it wrong. He may be alive.
No, it's a nat 3. He did.
He very did.
He did. Letsua opens the entrance to the tent. He goes, his final moments well spent with you. Well, I wish Siren were here, but we also feel Siren would be up for the task. We would like for you all, especially now that Whippa has given birth, and he goes, and I'm the only remaining living Mammoth Lord, and I'm well into my days as well. We need new leaders for the tribe. And we'd like the 4 of you to step up and take that position and that mantle of leadership. Is that something you all would be able and willing to do?
Ardina would look to him and say, I have been prepared to be a bone keeper, an advisor to leadership. But should I be needed, I will take the task.
Well, you can appoint one leader among the 4 of you. If you prefer advising leadership, that's fine. As Hardgerm raises their rooted hair. Yes, what is it, Hardgerm?
I was just electing myself.
Oh, all right then. And he doesn't know how to respond. And then what about you, Niall? Are you up for the task of leading your people?
Are you sure we're ready to take on this?
No, but no one ever is.
That was a quick. You were right. No, you're not. You're not.
No, he goes, no one is ever really ready.
You feel Hardgerm kind of hit you a little bit.
I'm literally the best.
We'll discuss the logistics of leadership another time, he says with a placating hand on Hardgerm. But after last night, I believe you're right, it is necessary.
Yes. And assuming Siren will be back later, do you know of his whereabouts at all? Or when he'll be back? He's supposed to return that tonight, late tonight. Yeah.
He said he should return by tonight. Late tonight.
Good. Then, I'll, tell him the offer stands, and should he accept it, to come see me so that we can begin preparations. It is a sad day today, and being that he's a Mammoth Lord, we will cremate him. Unlike we usually do for all the others, but he is a Mammoth Lord. The others will unfortunately just have to pass as normal, just because we do not have the primordial flame and cannot waste the resources. Not that anyone here is a waste, but we need everything we can get right now, especially with such a grievous loss to the tribe. And unfortunately, we don't have too much time to mourn the dead. Come the ceremony for Grandfather Iowa and the rest will be tonight. And in the morning, because of the extending circumstances, we have to begin traveling now, or tomorrow. Now, as in tomorrow, instead of a few days from today. I look forward to seeing you all in the morrow, and that'll be all. As he lets you all exit the tent as they begin preparing Grandfather Iowa's body for cremation. As it is a unfortunately somber start, but hopefully, with some travel and such, things can look up from here. Is there anything you guys want to do during the day before the ceremony begins?
Since I know that we will be leaving soon and we may have to leave the tribe, Ardina's going to work hard to finish those alarm scrolls that he was making so that he can leave them with the tribe when they leave.
That's fine. Like I said, with the some of the materials you guys got from the what was it? Some of the bones and things you got from the burning mammoths you guys looted and all that. That's fine. So you make scrolls out of bone dust and other weird materials. So
Where'd you get this fine leather? And why does it have a smile?
oh god.
Oh, no.
Jesus. All right, let me see. Because you have some like feathers from the ravens and all sorts of neat stuff. So you make some scrolls of alarm.
Yes. Which I had started the process. I think it was about halfway through.
About halfway through.
Mhm.
Yeah. So and how many scrolls were you making?
I was doing the 4.
Doing the 4 scrolls. Okay, so it'll be 16. So like I said, pay the 8 gold worth out of your materials, which you should have. If not, I know you have 8 gold worth of materials. As a group, as a collective, I know you guys do. So go ahead and add those scrolls to your inventory.
All right.
Wonderful.
Was I working on those with you, or was that?
Yeah,
You were assisting.
Yeah,
you
you
were
were
assisting, yeah.
All
That
right.
will help him along with that
Okay.
process then.
Anything else that, or is anything hard germs during the day other than flexing, mad flexing?
Hardgerm would definitely go about maybe doing some foraging, trying to gather supplies since they understand that they're going to be moving, so they need more food and resources.
You could join the group because there's definitely going to be a group of broken tusks going out looking for foraging because they know that like everyone is aware that the plan is to unfortunately have to leave the next day instead of chill for a bit. So you could join those broken tusk members. Go ahead and make a. You could do perception, or you could do survival or perception. If you're doing perception, you're kind of like pointing it out and helping them, or survival, you're kind of leading the pack. So up to you.
Perception's better, but I'm like, she's thinking of herself as a leader, so
I gotta lead, man.
Uh-oh.
12.
That's fine. It's a basic check of 10. As you're like, yeah, we're this way. As you're like kind of leading them, you doubt yourself for a bit, but you do stumble on some pretty good haul in terms of resources. So you're like, okay, yeah, internal victory as you succeed and find those. Let me see, find some rations and such.
Would that take, sorry not to distract, but
No, that's fine.
the crafting the skulls, would that take the whole time, or is there more time to do stuff?
No, there's more time to do stuff.
Okay. The other thing now I would want to do is check on Whippa and the babies and see how they're doing.
Sure. As you enter Whippa's tent, or there's someone outside, but they see who it is. They see that's Niall, and they allow you in. They don't even question because everyone's kind of heard the news and that you guys are the soon to be Mammoth Lords of the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
So Mammoth Lords in training. So they allow you in,
Okay.
and you see Whippa, who is in a she looks as comfortable as she could be after giving triplets, giving birth to triplets, and you see 2 assistants in there, like helping her with whatever she needs. And she goes, Niall, how are you? She seems somewhat short of breath.
Thank you for your concern, but I came with the same reasoning. I wanted to see how you had been doing after everything that's been happening.
As well, she was slightly stressed, but I think everyone is, and Yeah, all things considered, doing very well.
That's good to hear. How is the health of your babies?
And like I said, you can see them off to the side, and they're being cared for. They seem healthy, and no one's missing limbs or anything like that. So everything's good.
He'd be happy to see that they're doing well, and then he'd turn back to Wippa and say, "We're planning to take the lead on finding the primordial torch. It's a lot of responsibility to take on."
I heard, and I'm very proud of you all for not backing down. It's not a small ask, especially as young as some of you are. Shows most people are about mid-age before they're asked, but, you know, desperate times.
I suppose that is what we are in right now. But I also wanted to say I appreciate all the training you had given us and the help along the way. I hope that we can do right by you, and he looks to the babies and say the future of our tribe.
Yes. The fact that you accepted the request already tells me that you're ready, and I'm very thankful that my training was able to help you establish some of that confidence. Obviously, the rest of it comes from you, but I'm happy to have helped. All right.
Okay.
All right. With that, Niall makes his exit, and as the evening comes, so does the excuse me. So does the ceremony for Grandfather Iowa. As not that dark. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Sheesh.
It's nighttime now.
Nighttime, bitch. As everyone is gathered and a pyre is set, enough wood was collected, thanks to the help of Hardgerm, to actually make for a cremation for everyone, instead of just the Mammoth Lord. Although, like, he has a raised pyre compared to everyone else. As the song singer, Argakoa, comes to set the stage, and they actually carry Wippa out there, who wants to also witness the event. Everyone gathers around, and Letsua. Today is a unfortunate day, but such a fortunate day. We have lost one, and as you see Siren actually come off the side, come out of the, you see him walk into view of the camera, if there's sort of, as he joins the three of you. He goes, "Oh, I almost thought I was going to be late for that." As we've lost one. We've lost 11 alongside of a Mammoth Lord, a long-time leader, Grandfather Iowa. But we've gained 4. Life giveth and life taketh. Mourn while you can see them, but tomorrow we must leave. Take their memories and anything else that you've tied yourself with them, or that you've tied yourself to through your experiences with them. Take those things with you, but leave the rest to the earth. Does anyone want to say anything? It's okay if you don't.
I'm trying to remember what house was he in charge of?
Falcon.
Okay, and you were Falcon, or
I don't remember.
Muskox.
yeah, because I think you and I were both muskox. Yeah, the hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And Siren was too, because he was a hunter with us.
He was a hunter.
Oh, I was a Falcon House. Okay.
Aha.
So
Someone has something they could say.
Okay,
Spotlight.
You don't have to say it in character. It's up to you.
I think Niall would be just a little overwhelmed seeing all the death right now that he's not in the mood to make a speech.
He's not in the mental space.
Not
That's fine.
exactly.
That's fine. As he says, as he'll look around, he goes, "Fair enough. This is all very sudden, and that is all right." He goes, if you ever wish to speak to the people or say a eulogy in post, that is okay too. As you see him, he goes, and we'll go ahead and begin the burning. As you see him take the torch he has in his hand, slowly turn and begin lighting the literal pile, unfortunately, of pyre, and begin to set flame to the pyre that's been prepared. And it takes about 3 or 4 minutes to catch a good flame because it's very cold outside, and this is an old school pyre. It's not gasoline, so it takes a few minutes, but it finally gets hot enough to actually start burning the bodies. It does not smell the greatest, but once a fire that large starts going, it doesn't the stench doesn't stay around too long because there's way more wood than there is bodies. So everyone kind of sits around, and as the camera kind of pans in front of the eyes of the heroes, the faces of the heroes, you can see the reflection of the fire in their eyes as a new fire in the pyres and the characters has been lit. They're now leaders of the Broken Tusk. The future leaders, and technically leaders now. As we're going to begin exploration.
Wheel.
Synapse.
Yep.
Snap, crackle, pop. You guys can refer to the TV for the map. But I will go ahead and take off sight needed for this map so you guys can see it on there if you want to as well. Token vision not required. Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, bum, bum.
If only you could rotate it.
Yeah, we'll just go one section at a time. I'll kind of try to somewhat center the...
Yeah, we're not that fast.
Yeah, I was like, you guys aren't making it across in one day, I'll
No,
tell you that.
heck no.
Or one
No.
session, let me tell you that.
No.
Here we go. Be right back. I need to grab the Game Master's Guide. Actually, there is something that I wanted. Yes, okay. So, what we're going to do is you are an occult or an arcane? You are occult-based.
Occult. Yeah.
Okay, especially with occult, this makes super cool sense. So, what you're going to be able to do here is go ahead and make me... what lores do you have and what's your occult check?
I have hunting lore, and I could have sworn I had more lores. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the only lore I have right now that shows up is hunting. I'm just double checking because I could have sworn I had lore crafting, and I specifically chose bone, but I may have changed before we started.
That's fine. No, I'll give you occult for this. So, I have yet to write out the spell, but I know how I want it to work. So, as the fires die out, what you can do is you kind of hear, or you can kind of feel presence, like some sort of magical, like you can kind of like detect magic, but you can like feel the spirit of the people, but not in the same way as if you were with them in the present. Kind of like the same feeling you got when you grabbed the necklace on your chest, but you can feel that with Grandfather Iowa, and you would know the names of all the people that have fallen because it's a small tribe.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to generate those names right now. The other 11 that have fallen, you would know their names, and you can feel their presence. And after they burn, it's almost like looking at a Force ghost from Star Wars. You can almost like see an apparition of them. It's so faded. Like it's like, you know what opacity is? Like
Yeah.
it's like a 10% opacity. Like a
Okay.
very, very, very thin veil, and you can like see them as they all look calm and accepting of their fate as they all look at you. As some of the people still stay around, some people are mourning, and sometimes you'll see them look around at the person that's mourning for them, but they immediately kind of look back to you. It's kind of like a Sixth Sense, I see dead people kind of thing.
Okay.
It's very trippy. Like this is the first time it's happening to you. As like I say, you can feel the dead looking at you, and you, as you kind of like naturally go to detect magic, you can feel where all their bone dust is mixed in with the ash. And so, do you gather up that ash for each of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need like a decently large sack, but if you didn't have one on you, you go find one, and you kind of go to collect them. And at first, people are very questioning of like, what the hell is he doing? As you see Letsua, let him be. As some people, because this is very out of tradition for most people, as they're just used to the ashes laying there and the wind naturally picking them up and taking them into the breeze. And as you gather them, make a occultism check.
Ooh, come on. If there's a good roll tonight. Oh, that's a natural 19. So with occult, that takes me up to 27.
Critical success.
DC was 17.
Ooh.
So critical success. As you make your way off to the side, you go back to your tent, and you feel this like I said, you feel this ability to like channel something. Like you're not sure what it is, but as you go to like normally cast a spell, you feel like some sort of, you don't know what to say. It's just a feeling you get, and like you feel like I should attempt to cast something or make the same motions as if I was going to cast something. It takes you around an hour. But as you just kind of meditate with the bones and kind of put out an energy towards them, you try to reciprocate the energy that you feel from them. You go into somewhat of a trance as this large pile and you can feel the like I said, those spirit apparitions around you. As you go into this trance, you actually see them as if they were standing there with you. They don't say anything. They just stare at you. And they seem at peace, and they almost seem happy. And this trance lasts for about an hour. And as you come out of this trance, you kind of realize you went into a deep meditative state. As you come back, you see a pile of bones. As you reapparated the bones from a dust.
Dang, yeah.
Mm.
So you have the ability. I'm not sure what to call this spell yet, but essentially what you can do is should an animal be, destroyed, or a creature destroyed or anything like that, you can reanimate the bones from them. So, or if they're long dead, depending on how long, obviously. But generally speaking, if it's a dead thing that's been long past, you can attempt to bring it back into its bones so that you can use it for crafting and such.
Wow, yeah.
So out of character, you just made monster parts out of your old tribe members.
Oh no.
It's like repair kit, except it's bones.
Yeah.
But it's bones. Yes.
Yeah, but the thought of a bone from Wicca being used to slaughter mammoth lords kind of sounds like a plan, right?
Sounds pretty
Yeah.
rad, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's not going to use them for that, but He would definitely keep the bones for guidance, as he does with his own ancestors' bones, because they're his tribe, and so that's the way of the bone keeper.
Awesome. So, like I said, you can later on, when you are a expert in occultism, which will be not expert in occultism, sorry, expert caster, which is level 7. You will be able to shape the bones as well.
Very nice.
Not something you can do yet, but you'll be able to shape the bone.
Very nice.
Cool.
So, let me see. Let me write that down before I forget again. So let me see. Bone ritual.
I'm trying to think of a clever name.
I'll think of something cool eventually. All right. And with that, like I said, you have a few more. You have definitely more than a few more monster parts available. Like I said, whatever you'd like to do with those bones is up to you.
Okay.
But with that, Siren will come up to Niall and Hard Jeremy. Goes, "Guess I didn't miss anything too important, did I?" He goes, I was here for the ritual, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, you made it in time for that important event. There was a moment of us talking about reclaiming the primordial flame and trying to reunite our tribes to rebuild off of the damage of everything that's been happening, and trying to, get our consent to lead the tribe in that regard. So I'm not sure if anybody's talked to you about that yet.
Oh, you guys will make great leaders. I'm sure of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm the leader.
Well, that's
not surprising.
That's still up for debate, I mean, honestly. But no, you were actually also involved in this conversation. We wanted...
As you see his eyebrows raised, like, what?
You are a part of our team. You have helped us prepare for the celebration of the Green Moon.
Yes.
Yes.
Green Moon ceremony, same thing.
Something like that. And you're hopefully going to be along for this journey with us if you choose to accept.
Well, I got nothing better to do. No, I'm kidding. Of course, I'll accept.
That's good. We're happy to have you along. You're an invaluable part of our team, and we could really use the help, especially after losing so many important people.
I understand. Because leading's not really my thing, but I'll do what I can, and I'll offer assistance where I can as well.
Well, we have a self-elected leader, so...
Oh, not surprising. You can't wrestle everything down, you know that, right, Hardgerm?
Yes?
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
And do you tell him to go inform Letsua?
Yes, I would tell him to go talk to Letsua, just kind of let him know that he's on the same page.
Okay.
But
And he will go do that.
But you can actually wrestle everything.
I mean,
No,
yes,
you're hearing the
but
distance. Not really.
always the best option. I'm not sure Alkin would have approved.
She says that, all of a sudden she hears a snort as freaking Breaker's right behind her. Like, test me.
Try me.
Yeah, definitely the mention of Alkin pauses them for a minute, like, you humbled your Leshy for a second.
I got him to think.
Hashtag humbled. All right. And that concludes that evening, which is I have this written in here. Essentially, the way Hexploration works is because you guys don't have a movement speed as a group, everyone in the group, of 30 to 40 feet, you can only do one exploration activity per day. So generally speaking, that's going to come down to travel and reconnoitre. You guys do not need to fortify the camp, map the area, or forage because you guys are traveling in a tribe unit. You would only need to do that if you were traveling with just your group. So no individual activities are necessary for this, which saves a lot of time, to be honest.
Because I quickly go over like, okay, don't need that.
All we need to do is fortify the camp, and you don't need to do any of that, so we're good.
I'm just glad I finally rolled well.
Right.
Like the first good
I know, we're
roll
all
of the
like,
night, honestly.
Load
Right.
rolls. We're like, well, Siren's going to come back and we're dead and he's going to have new party members.
And like I said, that's the one rule I'm like, come on, at least give me this one.
The important one.
Exactly.
Well, also making sure Breaker wouldn't pummel you was also an important role.
Yeah, that was a good one. Make sure our Leshy didn't become a light snack for a rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They would have been fine.
Probably. You're tankiest one out of everybody.
I'd be fine.
It won't eat me. I'm a plant. Oh wait, it eat plants.
Oh, wait. Oh, no.
I'm not as tasty though.
Yeah, fair.
Hmm.
You're like old jerky to it.
Yeah. It's all Rudy.
Just making sure.
Just whenever we face dire beavers, you gotta worry.
Oh my god.
Dire beavers, my greatest enemy next to fire.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh god, it's the rabid lumberjacks. Run, Hardgerb, run.
And you put little kids to bed, you tell them stories at night, Hardgerm. If you don't go to sleep now, the evil lumberjacks are going to come find you and cut off all your branches.
Oh, okay. I totally sorry about that. I misunderstood how they wanted to do that. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, am I going nuts? Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Slowly going insane. Okay.
For you.
Right. Okay, so cool. All right, so you guys can move one direction. You can travel, assuming you guys don't want to stay where you're currently at and reconnoiter where you're currently at.
No.
So you guys can move south, east, northeast, or north, although north is where the burning mammoth is, so I wouldn't recommend going that way.
The southeast?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking
Yeah.
southeast.
Yeah.
All right, you guys make your way
Try to put the distance.
southeast.
Mm-hmm.
And that takes you a day. Let me see.
Wow, much adventure.
That was just invigorating.
Highlight of the game, everybody.
All right. As you guys can choose to reconnoiter. Reconnoiter. Yeah, it's such a weird word.
It is.
Yeah.
Would this be a good time to do the talisman stuff that I haven't really set up yet? I don't know if that should be important right now.
Sure. I mean, you got, because as you can't, I would say you need to reconnoiter for the day if you wanted to do that. Essentially, you couldn't be, you could be traveling and doing it as well, I guess.
And his talisman thing, he gets ones that he can make for in his morning preparations every day.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go ahead and knock that out if you
Because
want.
you make what?
I
Let's
make
go knock it out.
4 in the morning.
Yeah, knock that bad
every
boy
day
out.
as a
Yeah.
part of my daily preparations.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I
do you
was-
let Ardina know that you can now craft talismans?
Yes.
Because he has material specifically that he's like, this would be
I got
great.
just the thing.
Yeah.
Got it. As a part,
What's
as-
better for talisman of protection than the bones of the people that died?
Yeah,
right.
not gonna lie,
Oh,
that's actually
that's actually
super
pretty
thematic
sick.
and flavorful.
Yeah, I like that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, we can make that out of the bones of our enemies,
They-
especially with your new skill.
They work so hard on making talismans, and Hardgerm's just trying to avoid termites.
Oh,
I was looking to see the ones I picked out. I was gonna give Siren Onyx Panther. So this is a small stone style as a panther shape. When you activate it, you move your full speed instead of half during the triggering sneak and any other time you sneak this turn.
Ooh.
Styrian would absolutely be grateful to take it.
Yes. And I can't find the other one else.
Especially since he has a sneak ability where if he's on snow, if he moves only 5 foot, he's invisible.
Oh, Terrain Stalker.
Yeah.
Terrain Stalker is so sick.
That lets him do his full movement. That's full movement completely hidden.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, the way Terrain Stalker works, generally, is if you're using it out of combat, you're just moving slow. It takes you longer to move, but you're guaranteed undetected
Yep.
unless you come within, I think it's 25 feet or 30 feet of someone.
Yeah.
Then you have to make checks every time you get closer.
But
Which makes sense because like it means you're moving.
Oh yeah.
I mean, think over the course of 6 seconds, you're only moving 5 feet. That's pretty slow.
Yeah.
You're moving pretty damn slow.
But if you can use that talisman going full speed, that's some danger zone
Just-
stuff right there. Congratulations, guys. The Stabomancer can run and still be silent.
Right.
I was going to give Potency Crystal to Hardgerm and Ardina, which essentially, when you activate the crystal, your weapon becomes a +1 striking weapon for the rest of the turn, gaining a +1 item bonus to the attack roll and increasing the damage on a hit to 2 weapon damage dice.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's pretty lit ski because you guys already have +1 guaranteed because we're doing automatic bonus progression.
Yeah.
But the extra striking damage is super dope.
Mhm.
Or 9.
Got it.
Plus, we don't get the +1 till next level, right?
No, that's level 4.
Oh, level 4.
For striking, yeah, that's not until level 4. So those potency talismans come in sick until level 4.
Yeah, no,
Super clutch.
the last one was a wolf fang strap for Hardgerm you put on your armor, and when you activate the fang, you deal bludgeoning damage equal to your strength modifier to the target of
When
your
you
trip.
Yeah, when
If-
you trip them.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
So if you already do physical damage, this doesn't include an ability modifier. Add your strength modifier to the damage.
that's called
Mhm.
Wolf Fang.
Yes.
Wolf Fang talisman.
Yep, I'm looking them up.
Got you all decked out.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, Terry's character was a talisman, that talisman dedication, and people were sleeping on it until she started. It was like, oh, good thing you had that talisman, huh? Oh,
Mhm.
oh, good thing you had that. There's a lot of. I'm telling you.
There's a lot of other really good
Telling
ones
you, man,
depending on the
it's all
situation.
The niche utility shit that comes in so clutch, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Like if we're like up a mountain, there's another good one that's like you don't take damage from falling or something. It's
Yep,
like
for like
that'd
a
be pretty
second.
good.
Yeah, you're like, well,
Yeah.
that's good.
yeah.
Then there's the cliff climber. If you fall,
Mm-hmm.
you instantly catch the ledge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, like we're looking.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We're looking through those talismans, and yeah,
Yeah, I'm
they're
telling you, man. Like it's, and they only get better the higher level you go because they're like they're the more niche but more like insanely good niche things, and it's
Mhm.
like, okay, that's really cool.
I mean, just the fact right off the bat he can make it to where if we're in a boss fight, Hard German I could just be like, let's just double our weapon die and +1 to attack. Let's
Yeah.
just do that.
Let's just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Got it.
All right,
Thank you, Path Builder.
yay, Path Builder.
Have it all added in. I'm good
This
to go.
episode brought to you by Path Builder.
If
No,
only.
I wish.
Right?
I wish, but hey, you better be supporting them. Whoever makes Path Builder, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Mhm.
Path Builder 2E, and their Path Builder 1E is good. If I still played Pathfinder, I checked it out for 1E. It's pretty good for 1E as well.
And I believe they also do Starfinder,
They do as well,
which is good because we played Starfinder. God, I wish we had it back then.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I say you take the better part of the day to as you're going along. I would say you craft about probably 2 out of the 4 as you guys are going along. So are you guys gonna reconnoiter here and kind of take a scan of the environment since you're here, or are you guys going to move on to the next area?
Do we have like a map or at least basic idea of like where the rivers are? Like we like we're seeing the map here, like where the
Yes,
rivers
you
are.
would know heading east would bring you to some sort of river, or you guys know that there's water to the east of you, and there is like you guys couldn't actually see what's there, but you know there's water. You were told that there was water to the east, and that's pretty much
Okay.
all, and that it would have to eventually feed into some mouth of
Yeah.
of a larger body of water.
Ardina would counsel that we he thinks it'd be a good idea to continue traveling until we hit the water so that we can reconnoiter at the water, find a safe way to pass across. But right now he's more worried about the burning tusks.
Arjun
And the
has an
burning
idea.
mammoth.
Or burning mammoth, sorry, yeah.
I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
Is
Let me-
Archer.
let me pull out my glossary.
Burning mammoth, woolly rhino, mammoth lord killing me, dude.
Yeah.
Killing me. Yeah.
I was like, Hardrum would have an idea. Get to the water.
Okay. I came up with the first.
Yeah, pretty much.
I sense an agreement in our goals, so let's get to the water.
Siren agrees. All right. So you're moving northeast or southeast to get to the water?
Southeast.
Southeast. All right.
More space, the better.
Oh,
I came up with the first, though.
It was my idea first. So, is the 27th. And I'm assuming you guys will take the next day to travel as well.
yeah.
You finish off your other 2 talisman, I would assume.
Hmm? You
Yeah.
craft 2 more.
Okay.
And probably southeast again.
Sure.
Okay.
One more time.
I'm gonna celebrate.
And then the dire beaver.
Oh, no.
Okay. It is the following day as you guys, about midway through the day, make it to the water.
Woohoo.
There's a river. I'd say it's more of like a large creek that you can tell just, I would say Nile would be able to detect it first, would definitely feed into a lake. South, or continues heading southeast if you had to guess. So you guys gonna reconnoiter here? Reconnoiter here? Reconnoiter. I hate. Come,
Recon.
Paizo, please. Paizo, please.
Right.
Recon.
Yes.
We
let's-
recon.
Let's recon.
You could have just put recon. Everyone would have known what you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Reconnoiter.
Everyone would have known what you meant.
Yeah. That abbreviation is the word now.
Yeah.
Yeah, recon. We're just gonna call it.
Recon.
You're gonna,
Recon.
you're gonna
Recon.
recon the area.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's get some survival or nature checks.
Would lore hunting count?
No, this is purely for geography, so that you guys can make 2 hexes of travel the following day, since you guys have something to follow and being able to do that efficiently.
Ooh.
14.
14,
Thankfully, I rolled decent. 18.
18,
Dirty 20.
dirty
Oh.
20, and that's enough. All I needed was 2 out of 4 successes, and we're good. I'm not even gonna roll for Siren. Okay, as you guys are able to make 2 hexes of progress towards the lake.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly what I would have said to do, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Follow the
Lake is
water.
better food, good
Water source.
ride source, yeah.
As it is now the first day of Farast, aka March. So it is officially springtime. Although, like I said, you got the equinox was days before, so it's officially the first day of spring, whatever you want to call it. The first day. You guys want to make your way to the lake the following day, I'm assuming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that sounds right.
Okay. As you guys travel and make your way to the lake. All right. As you are getting set, you guys make it to the lake at about, let's say, 11 a.m. So we'll go ahead and make it 11 a.m. And everyone's relaxed and happy to have made it here. Thanks to you all's guidance, everything seems to be actually going smooth. You guys are taking count, you're taking head count, making sure everyone's here, and making sure the how I put it. What are those creatures you guys tamed? The creatures that
Tapirs.
yeah, the tapirs were the first to notice the water as they charged ahead. I'm assuming Nile and a small group of them stayed with the tapir to make sure they didn't get absolutely wrecked by something at the water.
Oh, yeah.
Gators.
Yes.
Ardina would be riding
keep an
Breaker with them.
Okay. As because remember the tapir are there to scout for the water, so the mammoths don't make it there first in case there's something bad. So go ahead and make a perception check, both Ardina and Nile, to see if there are any dangers at the water.
Ooh, okay, 27.
27. Good lord.
Yeah, 19. Let's go.
15.
15. The keen eyes of Nile. You spot a flat-bottomed barge pulled by 5 ragged figures in a small supply shed that is the only enclosed space on the barge, and there are 4 crates stacked around it. You see the 5 figures hide behind brown and blue cloaks. And like I said, it seems like basically their barge is capsized for the most part.
Oh.
And they just got done pulling some of the stuff out of it. And they're like, hi, hello. And they kind of wave at you. The tapir seem to just kind of veer off and head towards the water because they don't care. They're thirsty. Like, neat, dude. Cool story.
Yeah, now I would point this out to Ardina and anybody else in the vicinity, kind of letting them know that the barge is there before they're calling out and what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
As you see these 5, like, hey, can we get some help over here? As the 5 of them in these brown and mostly brown and accented with blue cloaks wave you down. Definitely look like people not native to this area, as they are dressed more like city slickers versus primitive boys and girls. As the map doesn't do it right, but on the right side, that river runs way out. It goes out. It connects out way outside of this area.
Gaia.
So that's where they would have been coming from. As they say, do you approach them, or do you keep a healthy distance?
He's gonna approach,
Okay.
but not directly to them. Maybe like a solid 15 feet, so he's a bit closer to them and kind of seeing what it looks like a bit further.
Okay.
And
So-
Ardina would definitely move up with you.
Okay.
And you got a
And would you-
Knoll on
would-
top of a Rhino with a spear, and you got Nile. It's like,
Just a
bring
small
it.
node size. And you call out to them, yes, it certainly looks like you're in trouble. And he look to Ardina and say, should we be helping?
Well, question. Since my character is originally from the south and moved up in his younger years, would he recognize any colors or markings or anything on them?
Make a society check.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
Nothing like a little background.
Got a background.
Well, that's a 7.
Total?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 3 and it was a 4.
Ooh.
Oh.
No, you do not recall, unfortunately.
Yeah, fair point.
That's brutes.
Very fair point.
It's been a while. You were a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And running for their lives most of the time, being attacked by every non-null.
Yeah. So you probably look at them and they're like, sus.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, thankfully, he doesn't have as many problems now that he's been raised around, the broken tusks and...
Which are very unique.
Yeah,
in many species.
and mostly human.
Mhm.
So, he's learned that's not all humans.
But city slickers, sus.
Yeah, a little sus about the fact they're not from up here, but he's not a hateful creature, so
Probably the first time Hardrum's seen anybody that's outside of tribal.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Hardrum's like, what are those?
Mhm.
Actually, I'd probably be the same for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a little weird to see someone so differently dressed and just kind of like acting strange.
Well, there's the other question. Since our common for the language is the mammoth, lands common.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming not everyone here has common.
Oh.
We just have the Mammoth tribe common, but not
Yeah.
The was it Kelid?
Kelid.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I have marked just as common, but yeah, I
Yeah, I
know
also have
Kelid.
it as
So
that
if
as
they're
well.
speaking in common, Hardrum is just like,
And this is where the high
Niall, what the hell?
and this is where the high intelligence comes in. I know quite a few languages, including standard common.
Including standard
Yeah,
common.
I don't
Yeah.
think
And
Niall
so would
knows any of
Siren.
these.
Does Niall not know common?
Niall doesn't know
Oh
common.
shit! So
He
you wouldn't
knows,
even be
like-
able to communicate with
no,
them.
you don't. You can't even talk to them.
So
You're
he
just
probably
like,
tried to call back.
there's
They
things
didn't
in
know
the
anything.
distance.
Yeah, as you Unkadagauda, and they're like, what? But you understand, and we'll say Siren and Hardgerm have caught up at this point as now is like, oh, they don't speak common. That's awkward. Or
Mhm.
or what
Yes.
we call common.
Yeah.
Felicia.
Yeah.
Yeah, Khaled.
Khaled.
And so Syrian will look over to Niall and say, they're not speaking our native tongue, friend.
What are they speaking? Who are these people?
Actually, Syrian might be able to detect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he does.
Oh, let's go.
As
Another int build for the win.
for the winners. But that's a natural 17. That's going to help either way.
Oh, damn.
Syrian will actually come up to your side, Niall, and he'll kind of put like you'll see him kind of go like a one moment, please, kind of a gesture for like 1 second, and he huddles the three of you in. Should you join him?
Oh, yeah.
And he'll say, "These are the Dulasi." He goes, "Do you see that over there?" And he points towards the mostly capped over barge, and you see a window on the side. Even though it's upside down, they're still using it. Or you see someone's head, like at the side of the window, like kind of giving you a small wave. He goes, "That is their prisoners. These are Dulasi. They're known to be slavers."
Hearing that, Ardina would definitely kind of just...
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Because they probably don't know we know that. Because, so, do we play along, or what? Or how do you want to surprise them?
Ardina lets out a rare dark laugh. I don't mind getting closer.
Well, we would certainly want to free their slaves. I'm not in favor of allowing them to just go along with that.
Especially since they would take from our tribe if they could.
Mm-hmm.
And slavers will take newborns.
Hardgerb is like, you see them reaching for their spear. They're getting ready to go attack the Doo-Doo tribe.
Now we put
the doo-doo tribe. That's what we're calling the episode.
The doo-doo tribe.
The doo-doo tribe.
The deeds of the doo-doo tribe.
Now we put a hand out to keep them from raising their spear and like showing them they're being aggressive right now. Since you're the master on stealth, what do you think we should take this up front, or should we go for a different approach?
As well, they're not expecting us to attack, so I think getting close and I say we either start on the outside or start on the inside, select one, focus one down, and then go from there. Because the leaders seem to, he goes, the three on, he goes, because there's a total of 5, and then the one on the barge, he goes, the 3 in the back seem like they wouldn't be too good in an up-close fight. The 2 in the front seem like they'd actually be pretty okay at handling themselves in the front. So however you want to go about that.
Okay.
Because none of them look like magic types, though.
Sure.
So we got that on our side at least.
Let's approach them, Hardgerm, since you do best in melee, up close and personal.
He goes, by my side. You stay by my side. We'll take the front. How's that sound? We'll let them take care of the back.
Okay. We can do that.
He goes, just follow my lead. I know you won't be able to understand a lick of what I'm saying. Just try and follow my lead.
Okay.
He's going to try and deceive them. Holy cow, rolling bombs, dude. As he...
Andrew's in spirit.
Andrew, he goes, so sorry about that, friends. He goes, come a long way. He goes, haven't seen the Dulasi in some time. He goes, and you see the 2 of them say, you know of our people. He goes, yes. He goes, and unlike most of the ones you'll find out here, he goes, we're actually more than happy to assist in your extracurricular activities, if you will. And again, Ardina can understand him and knows this is a ploy. Yes, as a matter of fact, this one was taken, as he'll motion over. He goes, this one was actually taken from a druid we'd killed from another tribe and we're now using for our own pet. So we're not too unlike you.
Now I would also be very confused at them looking at Hardgerm. Like,
Hardgerb is like talking Like she's trying to copy him.
Trying very hard. She is adorable, yes. He goes, but he goes, hopefully we can work something out. And the two in the front say, oh, perhaps we can. Perhaps we can. And so the two of them are at 5 foot range. The other three are 15 feet behind them. And we're gonna go ahead and get ready for some initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh, not bad.
12.
24.
12 Ardina. I gotta put these in manually because you guys are rolling physically.
No worries.
And then 24 for now.
Yes.
Deal.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you add a +1 because friggin' Siren is always scouting.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
So
okay.
13.
5. Right.
Hey, it might make a difference. So 13 for Ardina.
Every one counts. That's
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah, it really
Everyone
does.
counts in second edition. Hardrum.
20.
20. All right, he's going to use deception. So it's a plus. What? No, he's trained in deception. Hold on. Oh, it's because this thing didn't update because I edited the wrong one. Here we go. He is literally trained in all skills now because
What?
Yeah, he's trained in all skills because rogue.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Literally before
Intelligence
you-
is really strong.
Before
What
you
the
can
hell?
even add the fact that he's a mastermind rogue, he had all except for 2.
Yeah.
And then with this level, he literally has all
All
skills.
of them. Yep.
Okay, big brain does help sometimes.
All he knows how to do is everything.
All he knows how to do is everything.
Rogues are still monkeys, especially
Especially-
in this edition.
In this edition, they are cracked.
Yeah.
Like they're actually cracked out of their mind with skills. It's insane. Okay. Alrighty. So with that, let me get Siren's roll, which would be a +8. 14, aka 15. Because always scouting. Alright, I'm gonna roll the slavers separate from the dock hands. Because they have different bonuses, I believe. See, so it's an 8. And I believe they have a 3. Yeah, that's a big difference. So it's a 13 for the slavers. Whoops. Let me just get that out of the way, my bad. 13. Okay. And the dock hands. +3. 13. Wow, I'm so sorry, Ardina. You're going to go dead last. Sorry about that. Only that was a 14.
That's okay.
All right, that's going to be encounter done. We're in round number 1. Niall, you're up first.
Oh, hooray. Okay, well. Crap. Yeah,
I
right.
know,
I know.
like, crap.
Right? Okay. Niall will spend 1 action casting guidance on Hardgerm. So,
Guidance on hard germ.
yes.
Okay, hard germ, guidance, boom. There you go.
And then the other one, he will attempt to cast cantrip Tanglefoot on one of the...
The frontliners up
yeah.
front.
Yes.
Okay. Let me go ahead and put a color on these to make it a little easier. So you want to hit blue or green? Blue or red. Sorry.
Let's go with red.
Going with red. All right, go ahead and cast that Tanglefoot.
Yes.
It's an attack roll against their AC.
Okay, that's a... Where do I find my spell modifier? Like the...
It should be under your spells at the very top.
Yeah.
At the very top. Oh, that's it. Wow. Okay. 21.
21 is a hit.
Okay.
All right, can you go ahead and read me out the or hit cast on there? Okay, so they are immobilized and have a so immobilized and 10-foot circumstance penalty to its speed for 1 round.
Yes.
Good job.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Boom. There we go. It has a movement speed penalty on its sheet now. Cool. All right, that's your first action's guidance. Last 2 actions is Tanglefoot. That is your turn.
Mhm.
Hard germ.
Woohoo! I'm gonna do quick draw as my first action to get out my long spear, and I'm gonna go two-handed on it.
I would have assumed you had that out already.
Oh, okay.
No. When it comes to weapons, unless you're like, oh, and you were talking about your spear, and then you wanted to switch to your bow, then I would say okay. But
Oh, okay, fair enough.
no,
fair enough.
you already had no.
Okay, cool. So then,
You even said you're pulling out your spear.
Yeah, you said, oh, you see hard germ getting pissed. I was like, yeah, you got your spear out. You're fine.
okay. All right, then Hardrum's gonna freaking hit a dude. I'm gonna hit the blue guy.
Hitting blue. Right in the front.
Here, right in the front. I don't think I put my. Oh, there it is. My long spear.
Remember, you have guidance. That help.
Which that's +1.
Yeah, to the attack roll or skill check, whatever you want to use it for.
Very nice.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need to the skill check. Evidently, I don't even. No, I'm not even gonna bother using the skill check. That's not gonna hit.
I mean, unless you want to use your coin.
Already? God damn.
Well, this is probably the only encounter we're going to have for the night. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'll hand it over. Try again.
All right, hero point being spent.
Better.
Okay.
There we go.
24.
24 is a hit, almost a crit.
Oh, wait. So I can use guidance on that, or does guidance
Yeah.
have to be called first?
No, it can be used after. Guidance is a +1.
One,
It's
okay.
At 5e as you roll the d4.
That's right.
So, no, unfortunately, that is a 1 shy of a crit.
Ah, it was worth it.
25
So.
is 1 shy of a crit.
That's okay.
But hey, solid hit though. Let's see the damage.
Yeah, that's a 1d10. Because I'm holding this bad boy two-handed.
You also have the talismans.
Oh, yeah. So I can do even more damage.
That's for trip.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You have to use that
Yeah,
specifically.
Wolfang is for trip specifically.
Yes. And I have the power, the other crystal thingy.
And they're also
the potency.
one shot. Like when you use them, they disappear.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
that.
you can activate the potency crystal. Do you want to activate the potency crystal?
Yeah, let's activate the potency crystal.
All right, it becomes a striking weapon. It's D8 for long spear, right? Or is it D10?
When you, it's what I have here. 1 second. I have long spear and it goes change grip. So one-handed, I think it's a 8. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, it's one. Long spear is always two-handed,
Oh, okay.
and because you're thinking about
Yeah.
spear,
Oh, I'm thinking spear in general. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's an 8.
1d8. So it's going to be 2d8 plus 3 because you have a potency crystal.
It also gives +1 to attack. Does that mean it's now
You
critical?
You guys already have that built in.
Okay.
Let's see. You should have. I'm gonna roll an attack roll on the screen here real quick.
Yeah, no
Just
worries, go for
ignore
it.
I want to make sure. Yeah, attack potency is already built in. I can see it on my side. Yeah,
Okay.
it's already built in. So that +8 is accurate.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty.
So 2d8,
2d8 plus 3. Let's see it.
12, 13, 14, 15, 15.
15 points of damage. That's nothing to sleep on for a level 2
Mm-hmm.
hit. Oh my goodness. Kerchunk as you bloody with your first attack as you... what does your potency crystal look like? Or your potency talisman look like?
It would be
Yeah, let me get rid of
a
it.
small, like kind of like a vine attached to one of Ardina's bones that maybe he helped affix to the end of her weapon.
One of the bones of the... Would it be the bones of the of your broken tusk or one of the bones of the burning mammoth you guys killed?
Yeah, maybe one of the.
Not just that. Remember in the beginning, I took their bag of wrist bones from the burning mammoth as well.
Yeah.
From that one corpse. So
Okay.
I got plenty of bones for that.
Cool. All right. So you see it affixed to the end of your spear. You see it kind of, and it goes into a like a mist of bone dust. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I feel like Ardina would give you bones of enemies for attacks and
Yeah.
bones of our fallen friends for defense.
Which is freaking cool, man. It's
Mhm.
freaking thematic and cool.
All
That's
right.
your
Turn 1.
first action.
Oh my gosh!
First action. Woo.
So I guess I'm going to try to hit him again with my spear.
Okay.
Long spear.
All right. So you can go for the trip too, because trip works like a trip is an attack, so it also takes multiple attack penalties. So if you want to try and get in that wolf fang use too,
Yeah.
you can.
Let's try the trip.
Let's give it a shot. Athletics check.
Athletics. Come
And it
on.
also makes it +1 striking for the rest of the turn, so you also get the +1 for the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice.
Uh-oh.
So 12 with that +1, right? Did I do that right? I rolled a 5. I have a 6.
Oh no, I rolled a 3. Never mind.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a no.
That'd be a 9.
That's gonna be a no. It's not a critical failure, so you're fine. It's just a failure, so nothing happens. You have your third action.
Yeah, we're gonna try that one more time.
We're trying for trip or trying for attack?
Trying for a trip.
Okay. Trying for a trip.
Same roll.
Same roll. Critical failure on a trip.
That's a 3 again.
Okay,
So,
something juicy might happen on that critical fail for the trip.
Yeah,
so
I
let me
know,
go ahead
that's-
and
that's
check
not
on
good.
that.
Take it away.
First official dice in the dice jail.
Take it away.
Critical fail, you lose your balance and fall and land prone.
Everybody.
Which isn't the worst thing.
No.
It's
No.
not the worst
It's
thing.
not the worst thing. I'm just.
Could
I
be
felt
way,
bad.
way, way worse.
What does prone do?
Prone just makes it so you're flat-footed,
Okay.
which means you have -2 to your AC.
Okay.
And you're on the ground. It's fine. All right, Siren. As Siren will go ahead and try to tumble through Red to get behind Blue to help you finish him off real quick before he tries to take advantage of your prone status right now. So he'll go ahead and acrobatics, which he should be pretty good at. Here we go. That's a 9 plus 8 is 17 against his DC of 17. So he successfully tumbles through.
Woohoo!
And
Nice.
these creatures do not seem fast enough, or these slavers do not seem fast enough, and they do not have attack of opportunity. You learn that. Okay. This one next to, or he's flanking Blue now with Hardger. So he will go ahead and attack with his dagger, or sorry, his rapier first. He would draw that. So +9, a 13. Even with the flankings, one shy.
Bad.
Reap. All right, he will try one more time with the dagger. So it's gonna be a 15 plus a 5 is gonna be a 20. This is definitely gonna hit. He will go ahead and deal damage with the dagger, which is gonna be 1d4 plus 2. That's a 2 plus 2 is 4. All right. And just want to make sure I know this. Because I didn't mean to roll that. My bad. Okay. It has the backstabber trait, which I rarely have to worry about. Let's see, where's it at? Finesse, dabber. Here we go. Trait. Backstabber. When you hit a flat-footed creature, it deals 1 precision damage in addition to the normal damage. Oh, I forgot about the sneak attack. He's a rogue.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was saying. Sneak attack.
All right, and he gets an extra 1 precision damage because it's a dagger,
Well, that guy's dead.
probably dead. As he's
Depends
gonna
on
roll.
those D6s.
I think it's a 1d6 right now, so it's a 2. Yeah, because his scale's at level 5 is his next one. So 2 points of damage, and that is not quite enough. The slaver is pretty tough. As speaking of, the red slaver is going to go ahead and try to he's going to go ahead and motivate his blue friend and say, stay in this. He goes, we've been surrounded before. And you'll see the blue seems a little bit inspired by his friend next to him. He will then go ahead and use his great club to try and give a good old-fashioned swing to Hardgerm, since Hardgerm is currently prone. Let's see. And at a disadvantage. Ooh, but a natural 2 for a total of 9 says probably not. Not even close, bro.
Nope.
All right. That is Red's turn.
She's just too tiny.
What's your AC?
It's 15.
Oh, okay. Darn, no critical failure.
All right. As the blue is going to go ahead and step over here so that he is not being flanked anymore. He will then go ahead and swing at... Oh, actually, no, he will not. He will step over here. My apologies. So, oh, damn it. Over here. So he's still adjacent to Red because they seem, as long as they're fighting next to each other, they seem to be pretty emboldened. Use that to your advantage. And then you have Hardgerm on the ground. And he will swing. That's going to be I believe an 18 or 19. Let me check his attack bonus. That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, it hits him 15 right now, AC.
Because flat-footed and prone.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be 1d10 plus 4 bludgeoning damage coming at you. That's a 9! So 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Ow. All right, so... boom.
Ow.
Owie. And so he steps, strikes, and he will try to strike again. That's going to be 19 minus 5, 14.
Nope, doesn't hit. Thank God.
Even with flat-footed, not a hit.
One less.
Woo. All right. So the dock hand is going to go ahead. They seem to have like a pile of small crates around them from the stuff they took off the boat. So they're just literally throwing bottles at you from inside of these crates. As they'll go to throw a bottle at Siren. The green is going to go ahead and target Siren first in the back. Natural 3 says no. Throwing another one. 20 minus 5. 15 to hit Siren. I don't think it's going to do it. No. Too dodgy. And the last one's going to be thrown at Hail Mary over at Hardgerm just because they're closer. That's a miss. That's a natural 8, but with all the mices, not even close. The second one, yellow, is actually going to go ahead and throw at Ardina. Let's see. That's going to be an 18 to hit Ardina.
Yeah, that is 1 over.
1 over. Okay, it's going to be 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. As you get clocked with a bottle, we'll say damn near your jaws, it does 9 points of damage.
Oh my.
Direct hit, folks. Direct hit.
All right, I'm not as upset about my now.
Right? And you have way more HP than I do, too.
That's why I said I'm not as upset now.
You're a powerhouse short stack. I'm a wimpy knoll.
Yeah, wimpy knoll. I don't think that's ever used in many of the same sentences. A wimpy knoll.
I'm skin and bones compared to my compared to the rest of the knolls.
All right. All right, then. So that's its first action. Yikes. Okay. As it's going to hurl one at Ardina again. 11, 18, 13 to hit.
Miss.
All right. And last one going at Hardgerm because everyone loves Hardgerm. Natural 19 plus 7 is 26 minus 10, 16 to hit.
Yeah, that just
Oh
hit.
my gosh. As it finds finds Hardgerm's stomach as a bottle comes crashing down. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Question: in Pathfinder 2E, if you're prone, does it increase your AC versus projectiles?
It does against ranged attacks, actually. Yes. So your AC would go up by. Oh my god! It's been a while. I haven't had to deal with prone in a minute.
Yeah, no worries.
Let me see here.
Good call, Kyle.
You're flat-footed. You take a -2 circumstance penalties to attack rolls. No, only if she used the take cover action.
Okay.
If she used take cover, she would.
I definitely did not because, I wasn't expecting to do that.
You can take cover while prone to hunker down and gain a greater cover against ranged attacks. So, no, you would need to have taken cover.
Understood.
All right. And last but not least, purple in the back. Going to go ahead and chunk bottles at Siren and then Nile. Natural 1 against Siren. That one goes far, crashes on the ground. Next one is a natural 20 against Siren. Holy cow.
Hit.
Okay, here we go. 1d6 plus 3 doubled. Good thing that's a 1. 4 doubled is 8 points of damage against Siren. Still doesn't feel good. As Siren takes a nice chunk of damage as Siren turns and looks towards him as he is on the edge of a cliff and gets an idea in his brain. He will then throw one at Nile. Natural 19.
That's a hit.
Well, maybe 26 minus 10, 16 to hit.
Oh, actually, okay, that's a miss.
That's a miss. Okay. Yep. Good thing. Last one goes away. Ardina on top of your creature.
Well, now with the animal companion usage, I use one action to command it, and it gets one action, or does it get two? Two. Okay, perfect.
Use one, it gets two.
So I'm going to go ahead and use my first action to give it its two commands. Its first command is going to be moving behind the red and blue. And could I get like one of... Now, with this, am I technically...
You're flanking both of them.
Perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with my long spear the blue guy.
All right, take him out quick. Focus him
Let's
down.
hope so. Well, that's a nat one,
Oh.
So that doesn't do that.
but a hero point may change
All
that.
right, here we go. Let's see it.
Let's try a different die. Well, that's a 15 before I add the rest, which is plus 7. So that's a 22.
22 is definitely going to hit. It is not going to crit.
All right. And that's a 1d8 plus 2. And that's a 6, so that's 8 damage.
8 damage should be enough to take this one out. Boom. He goes down.
All right. And then I'm going to use my third action for a second attack against red. Let's see, that's an 11. So that's 19 minus 5, so 14.
14 is just enough with flat-footed.
Perfect. Gonna roll damage for that. And that's an 8, so that's 10 damage.
Dang.
And I'm using my second action, my Animal Companion's second command to use his support benefit,
Awesome.
which is your rhino swings its heavy head to unbalance your enemy. The first creature within your rhino's reach that you hit and deal damage to before the start of your next turn becomes clumsy 1 until the end of your next turn.
Damn.
Dang.
Make it even easier to hit. Let's go. Very cool.
Thank you. I need the help, evidently.
That is dope.
And that is the end of my turn.
Awesome turn. Niall, we're in round 2. You're up.
Oh gosh. Okay. Because I have two ideas, and there's a safe way and there's a fun way to play this. And I feel good after what Ardina did, so I'm actually going to cast Hydraulic Push on one of the men standing close to the edge of the cliff.
Nice.
Call out a color for our listeners, please. Because you have yellow, purple, and
right.
green on
Yeah,
the cliff.
color.
We will go with green.
Green.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. So I have to make a range spell attack.
Green
roll.
for go away.
Right.
Okay, that's 19 plus 8, so 27.
27?
Yeah.
Critical hit.
Jeez.
As you send him 10 feet away instead of 5. Is that correct? Can you link that spell for me?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to say it's
10 feet.
10
Critical
feet.
success. Target takes
Yeah.
66 bludgeoning damage and is knocked back 10 feet.
All right, go ahead and roll 66 damage.
Any more
At
dice?
level 2,
Any
you're
more
dealing
dice?
6d6 damage as a caster.
Holy crap.
God.
That's a no-joke spell.
Hey, that's why that one spell was used whenever we did the Sundering Waves. It's
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
Borrow one more
it was good.
d6. I actually need one more.
You need one more? Grab
Yes.
one.
I didn't expect to need 6 dice at
Yeah,
level 2.
11. Oh, God. Okay, 12, 20.
it's about Team Rocket, this dude.
23,
Crossing off again.
24, 25 damage.
As you do not knock him back 10 feet, as you see a concentrated beam of water, special beam cannon him straight through the chest.
Oh, my gosh.
You just murdered that
As you
man.
literally
Is
see it shoot through him, he got annihilated. That's right. As you kind of go, whoa, turn that up a little too high there.
Yeah.
Not with.
I'm gonna push him off the cliff.
Whoa.
Oh, never mind.
Whoa.
I didn't push him off the cliff.
Well, that's another way of taking care of our problem.
Right.
Only the center of his chest.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Whoops. As dang.
Yeah.
Green goes down. And I'll award a hero point for that.
Yeah, that was
yeah,
pretty
man.
dope, bro.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Pass that down.
Power of the
One
dice.
shot stuff. It's tough to one shot after level 1. It's really hard to one shot after level 1.
Yeah.
Especially if you're fighting creatures that are around your level. It's pretty tough. You still have one action.
I know. I don't have many options though, so I will cast guidance on Siren. 'Cause I can't cast her on
Is it
Card Charm
30
anymore.
feet? Yeah, it's 35.
Ow, man.
You can still get Ardina if you want.
Yeah, I'll go with Sardina then.
Okay.
Good
Ardina
job,
guidance.
Adina.
Oh, yeah.
Because, Ardina seems to need the help right now. No, I'm just kidding. Hard germ, you are prone.
So I gotta get up.
One action, stand up, easy.
Yep.
All right, standing up.
And I'm gonna stab the guy.
Come here. Come here.
There we go. That is gonna be 17.
That's a hit.
All right.
Get knocked down. Then I stab again.
As Siren gives Niall a, I'm impressed kind of look, because that's who he was about to go for, because that's the dude who crit him with the bottle. So he was like, never mind then.
Well, that's 11 points of damage. I rolled an 8.
Oh.
11 points of damage. Good chunk. Last leg to the slaver there. Wow.
I know. It's like, oh, so close. So options are I can hit him again with my last action, which will be at a -5. How far away are the guys that are behind the barge?
Oh, the three here?
Yeah.
Oh, to you, they are 25 feet away from you.
Okay, yeah, that's a little too. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna give that guy one more shank.
All right, let's give it a shot. Little shank shot.
No, that is really bad.
Okay.
Oh.
2, so 7, 8, 9. So that's 9, then -5.
A
Four.
total of 4 is a critical miss.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no.
All right.
I'm gonna fall down again.
No.
That's your first 2 actions, right? That's your first 2 actions. You
I
have
had to
one
get
more.
up.
Right, you stand
Yeah,
up.
so that's the end.
Siren is going to go ahead and try for a little stabby stab with his rapier.
She's had too much sap.
That's a
balls.
natural 4. I don't even think with bonuses that I get. Let me
Damn,
see.
me and Siren, we
Let
got
me see. That's 9, 13. 13 against it because of clumsy and flat-footed. That is exactly a hit.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Wow. 1d6 for the rapier and 1d6 for the... That's 11 points of damage.
Conditions make or break fights.
I'm telling you, dude.
They really do.
That's a kill for Siren. He goes, thanks. As he'll go ahead and move over here to yellow. And that's red that went down for the listeners. We're moving over to yellow. Only yellow and purple remain. And Siren's going to try and kick yellow off the cliff.
This is Sparta.
Might be able to do it. Let's see, based on his skill check. It's a 19 minus 5 because it's an attack. 14 against it. Fortitude DC is not gonna do it, as he's like, damn it. And that's gonna be his turn. And it will go ahead and try and punch. Yellow's gonna try ahead and punch Siren in the face since he's so up and personal. Oh my god. Natural 20. Siren's getting crit a second time in one encounter.
That is no bueno.
Jesus.
Yikes. You can't make this stuff up, folks. Alright, that's going to be a 1d4 plus 3 double. Good thing it's using its fist and not a bottle. That's a 3 plus 3 is 6 double, 12 points of damage to Siren there. As Siren goes down to dying.
Oh god.
2 because that was a crit.
Oh.
Dying 2 right now.
Oh, I know what you're doing next.
Yeah, at least my turn
Make him a
becomes
new
easy.
character?
Andrew, it was not my fault. I want you to know that. It was not my fault. No, I'm kidding. As that's its first action, it will then go ahead. He has a bottle in his other hand. He's going to go ahead and take a swig of alcohol. You can tell he looks a little clumsier, but he looks like he might hit a little harder as he uses his swig action. The dockhand interacts with either a bottle of alcohol or pick up a nearby unattended bottle. Drinks the whole thing in 2 actions. So for 1 minute, the dockhand gets clumsy 1, but gets a +2 item bonus to damage rolls. Not the attack rolls, the damage rolls. So he seems a little bit slower. So fist goes out. Last 2 actions, taking a swig. This purple one is also going to go ahead and take a swig with its first 2 actions, as he pretty much is in YOLO mode at this point. He's going to charge towards Ardina.
That is YOLO mode.
Yeah, he's in YOLO swag mode. All right, and it is Ardina's turn.
Well, he saved me an action.
Appreciate
How
that.
nice.
Yep. I am going to go ahead and... Well, I was going to cast a spell, but he's right in front of me, so I'm just going to whack him with my spear.
Okay.
See how well this goes. Let's see. That is 17.
17's going to hit.
That's 9 points of damage.
Oh, wow. Gotta love those long spears, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
9 points of damage as the dockhand is almost bloodied by a single strike.
All right. Gonna go ahead and use my next action to command
Breaker.
Yeah, breaker.
Oh no.
I'm debating. You know, I'll use his buff ability again.
Okay.
To knock him clumsy, even clumsier.
Oh no, it doesn't stack, so it wouldn't stack.
Oh, okay, it doesn't stack. Okay.
Yeah, because it's clumsy 1. If it made it clumsy 2, then yeah.
Yeah. If only a rhino had the trample ability, but okay. Well, in that case, I will attack a second time.
With your spear?
Yeah, with my spear.
Okay.
Yeah, funny enough, I have 1 higher on my attack with the spear versus his horn. Oh, but yeah, it's going to be a 10. Oh, no, he does. His attacks count.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, his attacks count against mine. So yeah, that is a 10. So that, yeah, I don't see that hitting.
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately not.
And I will use my last action to command Breaker. I'm trying to think what would be the best thing to do with his movement.
Well, if you want to try and shove him, like I said, I won't give you penalty for his up. Basically, I'll reset his attack multiple. Basically, his map, his multiple attack penalty. I'll reset it if you're trying to use it for like shoving and things like that.
Yes,
or tripping or anything.
Like shoving would be perfect. Or what was the old term? Bull rushing.
Bull rushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a talisman for that.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
nice.
Oh, yeah, I don't have it for you. But
Oh, yeah, no, I
I
don't
just
have
have
it,
it in
but yeah.
general.
I will go ahead and have him do that. Let me see. Would that just be a horn attack? Use the stats for horn attack? Or?
Horn or athletics for it. Yeah, whatever's better.
Let's see. That's a good question. Funny enough, they're both +7.
I was like, they should be the same.
And that's a natural 19, so that's a 26.
That's 26 again for the trip or the shove.
For the shove.
26 is almost a critical success. 1 shy.
Oh.
You have
Would it-
guidance.
You do.
Oh,
I
I
do.
do.
Oh, you haven't used
+1.
Critical success.
All right.
Oh.
As you shove him back 10 feet.
Very nice.
Boom. And you can choose to move with him since it's a shove.
Yeah, I'll move with him.
All right.
And would that count as the movement, or does that count as the shove?
No, that's the shove.
Oh.
Yeah, shove is awesome in 2nd edition. It is awesome.
And with my second action with Breaker, shove again.
Shove
honestly,
again?
yeah.
Second
All right,
command.
it will
Shove,
take a
shove.
-5 on this one.
Yeah. Sadly, it's not a natural 19.
Oh.
That's a 13 altogether.
Not going to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. And you now have guidance immunity. All right. Round 3, Niall.
Okay, yeah, my turn is pretty clear. I'm gonna walk until I'm hopefully within 30 feet of Siren.
Of Siren?
Yeah.
30 feet would be right here.
Okay. Yeah, I have a speed,
here or
speed
here,
of
doesn't matter.
25, so maybe right next to Harger.
Sure.
And then I will cast heal at 2 actions.
Okay. Heal at 2 actions.
Yes. And then that is 2d8.
All right.
I always forget which one's the.
It's 2d8 plus 16. Well, hold on. No, it's your level.
Seems like so much.
It's a first level spell, right?
Yes.
Oh, then it's just 1d8 plus 8.
Okay. Oh, I understand now. Thank you. I read that wrong. So 15.
Nice.
Damn.
That's a good
Almost
heal.
max, yeah.
Wow. Very good heal. As Saren is definitely your squishiest member,
Yeah.
as he is now no longer dying. He is wounded 1, conscious. There we go. Flat-footed and prone. Okay. Very, very good. All right. Where, dear?
So I'm gonna move. I can move 30, so as close as I can get to the other dock worker by yellow.
All right.
Oh, I can actually get there.
You can flank or get to the side. Or what do you want
flank.
to
Flank, yeah.
do? Flanky, flanky.
Flanky.
All right.
Den stabby.
Okay. Gotta love that extra 5 feet right now.
No,
Oh, no.
That's fine. Wait.
that's 10.
That's like the 4th time you rolled a 3 with that dice.
Ugh.
I know.
That's a 10. 10's not going to do it.
Dice Joe. And the second die goes in.
All right, you still have 1 action left.
No, I'm trying to think if I want to try to hit him or try I don't know. Can I try to grab onto him, grab onto his legs to get him kind of trip? No, I can trip him then.
You just tripped him.
I can just trip him. I was like, can I try and pull him off the cliff? But no, then that would take me with it. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
No. When you shove, you choose to move.
Oh, okay.
You can choose to move with or choose to just shove away.
Because can I try to shove him that way out to the side, off the cliff
Can
into
you,
the bushes?
I'll let you attempt
Cliff
to
is
do
also
that.
right there.
I'll let you attempt
Yeah.
to suplex.
Oh my god.
It's an athletics check.
This little Leshy suplexing a dude behind
Yeah,
her off a
just-
cliff.
Boom.
That's the most anime thing I've ever heard of.
I love Pathfinder.
Yeah.
21.
Oh.
21 might do it. Let's see.
There's a lot of anger in that roll.
I mean, the dude's clumsy and flanked.
That'll do it. His decision to drink alcohol was not the best one. He pretty much swigged it because he knew he's probably going to die, but not in this way, being grabbed by a plant and then thrown off of a cliff. As that effectively will kill him.
Oh man.
Boom! As you hear him crack a few times going down the rock face, as he falls a solid 30 feet as he on the way down and hits the side once and then cracks to the ground.
Harjoon just looks at Sirb and smiles. Now they are happy.
Yep.
Remember, kids, don't drink and dive.
Right. Hey, let's go. All right. Siren is going to go ahead and spend his action. First one to stand up. As well, it's not how I wanted to spend my time. And he'll move on over and attempt for the kill. Natural 20.
Critical hit.
And we all know how this one's going to go.
Bloody.
Pretty bloody. All right, that's going to be a 3 and a 3. Plus his strength, which I forgot to add last time, which is a 2. So 6 plus 2 is 8. Doubled is 16 points of damage. Doubled is 32 points of damage.
Holy crap.
Wow. No, I'm sorry. No, the 8's double. It's 16. I'm so sorry. I'm wrong.
We're like, holy crap, 32?
I was like,
That's a lot of
wow.
damage.
You're doubling the double? It's, oh.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. No, but 16 is still enough. As Siren runs his rapier through the chest of the final Dulasi. He goes, fucking Dulasi. And he rips the rapier out and wipes the blood off on his cloak disrespectfully. And we'll end the encounter there. And with that, we'll also end the session as the party takes care of the slavers and will, I'm assuming, go to rescue the prisoner on the barge soon after.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But we'll get to that on the next episode. Everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.